The resource of the country is knowledge resource, education. Only on that everything is built. Education is a human right. Providing it is the duty of the government. Denying to provide the education is horrible. And it is our stupidity if we don't fight for it and get our right. All the sensible people must understand that. The knowledge enriching education has been privatized. It's a huge market. It's a very expensive product. Rich children can study in good institutions and earn knowledge and learn well. But the poor children can simply stare at the institutions and go home. That's the condition. Then a country's health is people's health. Life-saving health care. For the rich certain treatment, for the poor certain treatment, this condition. How bad is this discrimination? Sensible people must think about it. A small country, Cuba, it has its own education and health care, has its own transport, has its own water distribution. They are all socialized for the citizens of the country. A small country, no big resources, just sugar cane, sugar bowl, that's it. But despite having huge land, human and natural resources in here, life-saving healthcare is a huge market in this country. Sensible people, dear brothers and sisters, the healthcare which is available for the richest person of the country must also be available for the poorest person of the country. That is called democracy. Is it really possible in this country? We have to think about it. The former Chief Minister, Dr. M.G. Ramachandran, became sick. Apollo Hospital was the one where he was treated. Then Dr. Karunanidhi became sick. One time M.G. Ramachandra, next time Kaveri. Then Ms. Jayalalitha's health condition became bad. Apollo Hospital was the place she went for her treatment. There were many government hospitals too. Why didn't they go there and get their treatment? You have to think deeply, my dear brothers and sisters. Thousands of crores are allocated in a year. Why didn't they go to government hospitals? They are worthless. Why are they worthless? They are worthless because the power has been in the hands of worthless people for a very long time. That's the reason, my dear brothers and sisters. Life-saving healthcare is a huge market product. If we have money, we can get proper medical treatment and get well and come back home. Otherwise, we can go straight to graveyard and lie down there. That's it. Then the source of life for all the living beings, water. It's not just a human need. Not just for humans. All the living beings need. Cow, goat, grass, crops, flies, ant, dogs, fox, crane, sparrow. Everything's need. Plants, trees, everything's need. World's population is reaching about 800 crores. But water is available only for 100 crores. The great icon of Tamil Nadu, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, warns us. We have only 2% of drinking water. He who refused to plan how to increase the 2% to 20% of water, but planning how to sell that 2% of drinking water and make money out of it instead, was the terrible betrayer to all the living beings in the world. The water on top of everything is a market product. Now you have to think deeply. Knowledge-giving education, life-saving healthcare, drinking water which is all the living beings need. If they all have come to the market in a country, it's not a country, it's a hell, my dear brothers and sisters. This country has the word development as just an empty word which is meaningless. Empty word. We'll raise a question to the rulers of the country and to the people in authority. Education is private, healthcare is private, water distribution is private, electricity generation is private, road making and maintenance is private, port building is private, airport building is private, transport is private. If everything is privatized, what is the duty of the government? Who has the answer for it? What work are you doing? I will tell you. If the country has accepted business economy and market economy, the country's leader will do a broker's job among local and foreign corporates and his own country's people. He will be a broker. He cannot be a leader who serves his people. Therefore, they are not ministers, but middlemen, brokers. Even they can't disagree with it. Finally, there was only one remaining, my dear brothers, which is called Indian Airlines. That is privatized too. Now finally, India has become one among the countries that have no own flights. Nevertheless, in the union budget, 100 airports forward for playing cricket, Nobody asked the question. Nobody asked. None of them who were sitting inside the parliament and outside, there was no media discussed about it. After destroying forests and making roads, the intellectuals have allocated 4,000 crores for fresh air. You can see a union budget like that only now in the world's history. 4,150 crores for fresh air. The finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, has read the union budget. 4,150 crores. My sensible brothers must think about it. How are they going to bring air, fresh air? Are they going to fill it in bags and give it to you? Bring it in a balloon and see, open your nose, take the air. We need to save this country from these clowns. That's our primary work.